Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bricks Blazing Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. SimWorld, what it do? The day after the 4th of July, and I must say, being a young African American growing up in the hood, I got PTSD. So these 4th of July fireworks, not good for me. I don't really fool with them like that. So they was busting them all night long. I'm sitting on the couch with my gat in my hand because I don't know what's what, who's who, what's going on. You know what I mean? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed your holiday. We back at it. SimWorld action, full of force, full effect. You know what it is on a hump day, a Wednesday. And I'm going to talk about something today. As some coaches are preparing for the race to one, other coaches are preparing for the next season. It's going to be really important for these coaches to do their due diligence. First of all, what kind of system do you want to run? And then second, both offensively and defensively. And then secondly, what players best fit that system and what roles can they play, right? But the best coaches, you know what you're really looking for? You're looking for the next possible unicorn. Every coach is looking for the next Wembanyama. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Or Giannis. Or those guys who break the mold of what a player should do or look like at that particular size. And I love it in SimWorld. Because you got to understand, these players are coming in at 15, 16 years old, 17 years old. They're really, really young, and they're not done growing. Most young men don't stop growing until their very early 20s. So you're talking about guys who still have 7, 6, 8 years left of growth. And a lot of these players at the end of this year are not going to be the same come next year. Again, a lot of these players this year, this season, their size, their height, their weight are not necessarily going to be the same next year. So coaches, not only are you looking for the players to fit your system, but you're looking for that potential unicorn. Well, Ricky, what are you talking about? Let me explain. The names like Michael Jordan, the names like Anthony Davis, those guys, those two guys, and there's others, have something very specific and particular in common. They grew a very substantial size and height over a short period of time, like over a summer. For some of these SimWorld players, something similar can and will happen for some of these players. So I thought. So let's talk about a few examples, because I love a good example. So right now I'm watching the game that just went off. It goes to watch MEA versus Africa. Great win by MEA, by the way. But I'm watching South Africa's. SimWorld Africa's Cola. I'm watching that Cola guy, and he's very raw. Very, very. I don't know how long he's been playing basketball. But he's very, very raw, but you can obviously see there's a lot of talent there. I look at what he does really, really well. First of all, he's a big guy at 6'5", 200 pounds. That's a really big guy. And he's strong. So he's not just big and soft, he's strong. He can handle the ball well. He's a point guard. And he can pass the ball well. And he plays downhill. Let me say that again. Strong guy who knows how to use his strength, handles the ball, good passer, and plays downhill, and a good rebounder. I think he had like 5 rebounds yesterday's game. I don't know how many he had this game. And he's a good rebounder. So let me say it again. Strong build, right? He's an athlete, plays downhill, can handle the ball, can rebound. He's 6'5". If he grows over the summer or in the next few years. So right now he's projected to like be a early Jason Kidd type, without the jump shot right now. But let's say he grows 5 inches over the next season or so. He's now 6'10", still strong, still a good rebounder, still comes downhill, still an athlete, still can pass the ball. My man, he is now Giannis. He now has the attributes of a young Giannis at the top. Pop. You see how that stuff happens? If this man grows, if he gets any bigger than what he is now, if he has a huge height growth spurt, he is now one of the highly touted players in SimWorld with that genetic makeup and that size. That's how things can happen in SimWorld from one season to the next. He is now a unicorn. All he needs is a jump shot now. Hell, Giannis just got a jump shot. He can work on a jump shot next 2 or 3 seasons after that. With everything else he has, you put all of that in a 6'10" frame, bruh. Are you kidding me? Let's get even crazier. Let's do an even crazier example. Let's take let's see who could be a good example. I'm just off the cuff. Those who listen to my show, I can't speak for other people's show, and I'm not going to speak for other people's show. But on my show, I'm One Take Jake. So however you hear it, it's however it came. I didn't cut it. I didn't paste it. I didn't stop it. I didn't record again. One time. Mistakes and all. So I'm trying to think of another example. But that's what I really want. Let's get crazy. Let's do a crazy example. Let's take Ethan Letterman. Showtime. 6'1", guard. He's a shooter. Mostly just predominantly a shooter, right? Has a little athleticism. When you're 6'1", it's hard to really display that, right? So he projects more like a Steve Kerr spot up shooter type. But let's just go crazy. Let's just imagine for a second that he has Anthony Davis type growth spurt over the summer, and he comes back, same skill set. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit, but he's really much a spot up shooter. Same skill set. But he has an Anthony Davis or Michael Jordan type growth spurt. So now he comes back, he's 6'8". He's 6'1" now, he has a 7-inch growth spurt. He's 6'8". He just became Kristaps Porzingis. His skill set at 6'8" makes him a total different player than he does at 6'1". He is now Kristaps Porzingis. He is now one of the highly touted players in the next season of SimWorld. These types of things can happen. You're going to see players next year who was in SimWorld this year that's going to be different types of dogs and a different type of animal. Now, every player's not going to grow. Hey, every player not growing 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. Now, some players, it is what it is. You are what you are. Genetically, it's going to be what it's going to be. Some people might add a little weight. Some people might lose some weight, Some people might slim down. I think players like Hyman is a 5. If Hyman slims down, Hyman can be probably like a 4. If he get a jump shot, he can be a dangerous 3, right? So things happen, right? But I'm just saying, the unicorns, that's what's intriguing. That's what you're looking for. You want to fill out your roster. You're looking at all players right now, but there's going to be some guys come next season that was not necessarily on the radar this season. That's going to be the unicorn. And that, my friends, is the $1 million pot. See y'all tomorrow.